I booted up Honkai Star Rail yesterday to get more relics for Firefly, and when I did, I noticed that someone else had given me another Space Welkin, an express supply. And this was actually like such a shocking moment. I can try and recreate my face, but you can't see it. Obviously without face cam. But the expression I can only describe is like me looking at my phone and then hearing the sound and then like my face going, huh? Like right away. If you did this, whoever did, I don't know if you did this, someone did do this. If you're the person who did this, don't feel like it's a tacky thing to say, I did that. You didn't own up last time to doing it, but I appreciate you all the same. I appreciate this as well. If it's the same person, I appreciate you. If it's a different person, you can also own up to it and say, hey, I gave you this Space Welkin, and I'd be so happy to give a big thank you to you as well. I never expect these, and it's just so cool to see that people want to give me something like this, but I appreciate you so much. This is so kind. Man, that's crazy. Of course, like, Firefly's idle animation is going to be, like, emotional. Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Honkai Star Rail. You saw at the start of the video, someone gave me a Space Welkin. Thank you so much. We're heading on to the Holy City. I'm very excited to go here. I really am. I mentioned in the last video, but I'm thinking about it. It's not a sure thing, but I want to know what people think about it. But basically, like, in the weeks that say there's not, like, a bunch of stuff going on in Genshin, I might do 3 episodes on Amphoreus, because people said it's very long. It's a very long area. And I want, for any Genshin fans who are watching this going like, but I love Genshin. I love Genshin. I'm going to play every update of Genshin. But I mean, like, say, for example, like, say, like, there's a week where, like, there's no updates happening, or something like that. I'll still have one Genshin video that week. It'll probably be a longer one. And then I might do like a third episode of Honkai Star Rail. And I think it's the best way to go about it, because then it's like, but then what would happen is if I do say like, for example, Lantern Right's coming up and like the next Archon quest or whatever, then it would go back to 2 videos for Honkai Star Rail, if you know what I mean. It's like Genshin won't be knocked to the side ever. It won't happen like that, because I still want to play all the Genshin updates. And there's also a big long Genshin video. I think it's going to be like 5 hours long at least, coming tomorrow, actually. Let's head on to these dinosaurs over here. I'm very excited for this. This has been a really exciting time already. And we're getting to play as Firefly. This is, of course, still not the final team for Firefly, but I love Firefly so much. I'm so glad to have her. Look at her. Look at this now. Bow. Bow down. Bow down. Do we just get on here?
What magnificent creatures.
They're crazy.
These large, mild-mannered creatures are called Dromas.
Dromas.
They're humanity's most loyal companions. We'll be relying on them to get us through the rugged mountain roads on the way to the Holy City.
Very cool. So it's so cool.
Dromas are very docile. Even first-time riders can steer them easily. Here, give it a try. Remember to hold the reins tight.
This is, again, it's what a great way to instantly be like, this is different, by having a different creature we've never seen before. It's such a great way of showcasing we're in a different world. He's like, don't let him try. Hop on the Dromas. Carefully ride the Dromas.
See? Easy, wasn't it?
Phanon has such a charm to him. And I mentioned last time that, like, he's like a clean Han Solo. You know what I mean? Where it's like, he's very like movie hero, epic hero, you know?
Everyone, how did you find our lyre performance earlier? We've been in exile for many days and haven't touched our instruments in a long time. I fear our skills have grown rusty. We've made a spectacle of ourselves.
Not at all. Not at all.
No, not at all. Your performance was wonderful, sir.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long time since we sat together like that and sang ancient ballads to our heart's content. I'm grateful to all of you for reminding me of those glorious and peaceful times. Looking back now, I admit I was too stubborn.
See, that's really great. That's really great too. And I'm not saying it's great that you were stubborn, but I'm saying it's great that like you can look back and now and be like, oh, I was in a bad place. I shouldn't have acted the way I acted. That to me, like, instantly, like, makes me go from, like, and you guys know, like, all the time, like, I will passionately call someone out in a video and get frustrated with someone, but also at the same time, too, I'm so open, or I try to be open to people changing, and it's very clear here that he was under a lot of pressure, he was terrified, he was scared, a lot of stuff is terrifying during, like, especially when, like, all your people are being, like, displaced, it is terrifying. So I'm glad that he's like, kind of looking back at me like I was a bit too stubborn.
Perhaps you really can save Amphoreus from its doom. Just like how the 4 of you heroes saved our very lives and faith today.
Like, this is fantastic. He even included the 2 of us. He
Suffering's
did.
bad for your health, and it won't help your faith much either. That's why it's our inherent duty as Chrysos heirs to free everyone from suffering.
So it's a duty of the crisis, so they have to do this.
It's also the reason for the holy city Okhema's existence. The only human city left in our present day.
Hey now, don't be so serious. You're bringing the mood down. Anyway, in short, the holy city is absolutely safe. Everything will be fine once we get there.
The way they keep talking about the holy city being safe, I wonder if it's not going to be safe for very long. You know what I mean?
Is everyone properly
Look at this
seated?
image.
Then we're off. Next up, Okhema.
Yeah, I love it. I love how this looks so much. The back of the drum is like a cradle. You gradually fall asleep. Oh. They were so tired they probably fell asleep. Oh, look at the new Greek loading screen.
Hey, wake up. Something's going on.
What?
The city's under attack.
What? What? Oh my god. Look at this image as well though on the back of this drum ass. What the with the freaking gigantic blade? Oh, there's music as well. What the hell's happening? It's such a beautiful place, like, and it's getting... Oh, there's the trees. We went from such silence to a freaking battle like this. What? Okay.
Call this safe? It's not how Treeby described it.
That's
at
what I was
all.
thinking. I thought they were foreshadowing
These are the
something.
enemies we met in the abyss. It seems this attack is also the work of the Strife Titan.
That is such a crazy cutscene to start off with, because I genuinely thought that like
awaiting orders.
they could have been foreshadowing something, but I also thought the first introduction to the new holy city was gonna be like and like it was gonna be us walking like wandering through this area like with a bunch of people going, oh my god, look at new people, all this stuff, like the kind of like in movies when that happens when you go into a new city and everyone's like, look what it is, it's Gandalf. You know what I mean? But you saw this big destruction here, like meteors raining down, this beautiful, bright and colorful, and again, it's such a contrast area we're just in, like being destroyed so quickly. They did, I guess they did a fantastic job of foreshadowing how this could be dangerous. Also, the beautiful chanting music in the background was so gorgeous too. So I guess like again, we just keep going here.
Detonate.
You'll pay for this. Like fireflies to until everything burns to ashes!
And we can go again with Firefly. I love how like, it's just
Strength.
like Firefly is the Sam suit here as well.
Fight to live!
So it feels so good. It feels so good. Yeah, this is such a crazy way of doing this. to be woken up by
Receive
Don
divinity.
Hung
Thank you.
just to hear.
I
Look at
will
the setting as well.
fighting.
Yeah, the Greek culture setting is really, really cool. To be woken up by Don Hung just to hear this place is under attack.
The 10 lords.
And again, it's
The
good
10 lords
writing.
decree,
It is good writing
hereby
to have
ordained.
Trini be like, this place is safe as heck.
This is more than a battle.
But what does that create now for the people who followed them here? You told me this place to be safe. Are they going to be upset about that? I wonder.
We've entered the storm.
Again, terrifying stuff.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
The Strife Titan.
Set the seas ablaze!
Again, this team isn't
You'll pay for
perfect
this.
whatsoever. I want to make that clear.
Lend me your strength.
But eventually I will be like making a new team. I just have to level up some more characters and stuff like that. Jesus Christ.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength. Firefly Type 4 in position.
At least got rid of one of the enemies anyway. Now
This is
Launch is
serious.
back as well.
Eternal sleep is
What a
not the
powerful way of
end.
introducing this. Because again, I thought it was going to be like a parade of us like walking to the new city and like, behold, the city of Okhema. Oh. And like, you're like, oh my god, this is amazing, you know? But I guess that's not to be.
Sinful.
Not to be. This might be a better shot.
Set the seas ablaze! Lend me your strength.
See, we don't have enough like stuff here to do this, but like we can still have like, at least a good bit of damage.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Yeah. Holy hell. Everywhere we go.
You both fought so bravely. Are you Chrysos heirs from a foreign
That's so
land?
interesting. Again, because of their culture as well, the Chrysos heirs are probably like the big fighters of this world and the protectors of this world. So like they see us fighting and protecting people, and they go, "You must be like Chrysos heirs. You must be." And again, it's not like it's not dumb or silly. Any culture would do this. You know what I mean? That like is cut off from the rest of the world as well, where you would go like, you know, say if you like, it doesn't matter what it is. You know, it's like if you had medieval times and like someone came in and like did the work of what you see a soldier usually do, you go, "Are you a soldier?" You know. Look at all the bodies around you. Look at the destruction in the
I beg
back.
of you, save Okhema. The Mad King Nikador has returned. Look, there's strife and conflict everywhere.
There's music in the background too. The way to describe him, the Mad King Nikador.
Stay calm and leave this to us. You must hurry and find shelter.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you, thank you. Your comrades are fighting inside the city. Fate will guide you to them.
The desperation in that poor lad's voice as well.
I expected the holy city to be a strong sanctuary, but things are less peaceful than I thought. Let's stay here and lend our support on
I
the
agree.
battlefield.
Yeah, how about? Do you still have your broken spear? You thought we were Chrysos heirs. Do you think Nikador is related to the destruction? I will ask him about his spear.
They're just minions. My Cloudhem magic will be sufficient.
Fantastic, Dan Hong.
Our priority now is to find Philo.
Yeah, my heart's pounding right now. But also, imagine like having a beautiful face like Dan Hong and being that confident too. This is a fantastic way of like... Oh, there's
Main road's been blocked off. Treeby?
Tribby and Finon. I was going to say, this is a fantastic fish out of water story already. You know, they're putting us right into the flames. Getting us acquainted with the battles. What a better way to get us acquainted with the idea of the Strife Titan than have us like go directly into see like, you know, one of the effects of having a Strife Titan.
Don't panic. Leave this to us. I summon the Oryx!
So it is Ornyx who changes the time. Okay, we suspected last time. Lift thy curtain of memory and stir up the ripples of the reverie? Did we say this?
Lift the curtain and stir up ripples of past reverie.
Wait, did we say... What? Did we say it as Tribute was saying... What? What? Is this going to be a mechanic through the entire level? This is so cool. Look at how bright and beautiful this place is. It's stunning.
How's the situation?
There's
It's you
music
two.
as well.
I'm sorry we got you involved again.
Two things. Do not worry about that whatsoever. The music in the background is so incredible. Dangerous. Epic. Chills I'm getting from this.
I never expected Nikador to lead an army and launch a surprise attack on the Holy City at a time like this. They and Kefali have always been mortal enemies, but now they've gone mad like a vicious beast.
So Kepael and Nikador were mortal enemies. We took care of some enemies. We're not going to say humanity is doomed. We're not going to say that.
Gratitude. Thankfully, Okhema is not completely unprepared. The prophecy had warned us about this. This is a catastrophe, but it's not the
Yeah.
end.
So they were able to predict this.
Mr. Naldus and the others have gone to seek shelter. Leave the rest to us. You should evacuate along with
That's
the
not
citizens.
in our nature. My heart is pounding. It's safer by your side. It is.
I don't doubt your skills.
Then please don't doubt our skills. Look at the rainbow in the back here as well.
Very well, but please remain by my side. These pests can't hurt you, but our companions, those known as the Chrysos heirs,
Yeah?
their attacks do not discriminate between friend and
Wait,
foe.
so they'd attack us just because they didn't know who you were? If they just saw us randomly around the place, standing around the place? Man, oh my, look at this area.
Oh, Kefali, throne of worlds, please end your long silence and grant humanity
Silence so they haven't heard from Kepler, or they haven't felt Kepler's presence. Man, this place is gorgeous. And we can't truly enjoy it yet because, you know, this music is again, the music is beautiful. It's beautiful in its own dangerous and scary way. But we're not even getting to truly enjoy what this place looks like because of the danger around every corner here. This is such a stunning location though. Like the Greek elements, the stone structures, the gold trim of the area. It's so beautiful. Oh god, there's people in danger over here. The music's so great.
What are you doing? It's not
Are they
safe here.
they're praying.
Seek shelter, quickly.
They're praying to be protected.
No, no, no. It's very safe.
Oh no,
here.
no, 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 no. Don't rely on your fate for this.
The prophecy has already revealed that the light of Kefali will shine upon all.
Oh no.
Watch. No one will die. The heroes will protect the city.
And then if we do protect them, then they're gonna believe it was Kepali who did this.
Leave them be. Just as Mr. Noldus reveres Janus, faith is all some people have left in a world teetering on the brink of collapse.
I mean, true.
To honor their faith is the sacred duty of the Chrysos heirs. Minions of strife, you shall not harm these people!
So what he's saying is that the Chrysos heirs will honor their prayers by protecting them. But then it's like one of those things where like it's like a cycle where they're gonna believe that then like that they were always meant to be protected by the Chrysos heirs, right? What if there's no Chrysos heirs around, and does their fate get shook then? It's just an incredible way of doing this. They've really impressed the heck out of me with this.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Stand! Attack!
Until everything burns to ashes!
Yeah, like I think it's a very unique way of doing this, right? Because I don't think we've had an area so far where we've entered an area and we haven't gotten to just explore right away and have a look around the place in a very peaceful manner. Because even though like we were rested in Balebog, even though in Xancho we were told we couldn't leave after a while,
I shall be the judge.
even though we
You chose the wrong enemy.
We've entered the storm.
we had a mishap in Penacony where
To
we
guard and
fell, you know, where we like
Crush
met
them.
Acheron. We still got to like really witness the new area in a very beautiful way, right?
Major.
And I think it's actually like a really great idea to have like
Lend me
such
your
gorgeous land that's supposed to be like this protected city, starting off with like so much violence here. It's really good.
Bodies everywhere. How could so many enemies have made it to the front gates? Where were the city guards?
Were they being lax? Was it lax time for these guards?
Snowy!
Oh, it's all the other treevies. Is this a trick? No, I remember from the banner. This would have been, I guess, a surprise if I didn't see it on the banner 100%. But like, you know, it's like it's fine. Stell's face.
Trian.
The one in the middle is the most adorable. It's like the Powerpuff Girls or something.
We are Trina.
Trinan.
We are Treevee. Wait. No. Now is not the time for introduction.
They were doing a full superhero introduction.
The surprises never cease in Amphoreus.
100%. Look at the background here. I want to like literally just explore this place as well. I do. But story-wise, it's such a good idea to have like a place that is a protected city be under attack because it showcases how dangerous things are now.
Snowy, D has been trading blows with the main forces for what feels like forever. From the skies to the city. Hurry up and assist him.
I knew it. He gets reckless once he gets the urge to kill. I'm relying on you three to handle the task of getting the citizens to safety.
So wait, he said D has been trading blows? D.
Don't worry.
Adorable.
With us here,
Adorable.
we can just use the sentry gate to whoosh the people to the safest place in Amphoreus.
Okay, Sentry Gate.
Wouldn't that be Okhema?
Oh, why are they so adorable?
Stop messing around and help the people. Anywhere is fine. Just send them to somewhere safe.
Don't worry. Although they are a little childish, the trio are experienced Chrysos heirs, and one of the pillars of Okhema. Therefore, they can definitely be trusted.
No, I have no doubt about it because like already, it's not just them about being adorable. Like, clearly Treeby at the very least is a very diplomatic high priest, you know?
Well, let's keep on moving then.
Those three, very adorable. Great way of introducing, like, and even having them bicker amongst themselves is very funny and cute and all this stuff as well. I think Honkai Star Rail always gets, like, you know, character introductions so perfect. Like, I never see a bad character introduction in Honkai Star Rail. Even characters that we not are too fond of. It's like, say, like, for example, like, say, I was talking about how, like, I never felt a connection to Pela, for example. They still, it's not about their introduction. I still think they always do a very good job of being like, this is Pela, this is who they are. Here's how you get to know them almost instantly. Like, what happened the first time we were just to Pela? We saw her teaching a class. We saw her being very serious and thoughtful in that way, right? Thoughtful in a more astute manner. Look at this building over here. They do great introductions, and even there with them, Tribeach, was it Trinan and Trian? What the vibe you get from them is like this really fun bickering amongst themselves, but also they have like an urgency when it comes to like saving people. All together, they seem like they make one, like a kind of a great combination, I suppose, of like comedy, but also at the same time too, you can see that they care about this place too. Good introduction, you know what I mean? They always have great introductions. I want to explore this place so badly, but again, as I said, story-wise, this is so great. Look at the building over there too. It's so gorgeous. This place is so gorgeous. What the? Oh my god.
Activate. Joining the battle.
I love how we just instantly get
Battle is
like
fireflies until everything
power-ups almost instantly.
I shall be the judge.
With that firefly.
Firefly sets the seas aflame.
Lovely stuff. Absolutely lovely stuff.
Eliminate the enemies on the main road and leave the rest to the Holy City's guards. They're all trained and experienced
Jesus,
elites.
man. I'm never gonna get over to this area. Never. Was it getting a little sword slash in there as well? Don't need to shoot them down all the time.
Position.
By the will of the Ten
See, that's the effect of the internet, of my internet not being great, by the way. That's the effect of my internet not being great. Is what will happen is,
Bloom.
as you saw there,
Like fireflies until everything
some news don't come out as well as they usually would. I've noticed with Genshin that even like wishing can take a lot longer because of like the internet being bad. And here's the thing, I don't know how long the internet's gonna last.
You chose the wrong-
But the thing is, you haven't gotten videos late, right? Yet. You know what I mean? So I think it's actually not gonna be
every
that terrible.
victory is hard won.
Firefly Type 4. Activate.
Really, like, it's so interesting because again, because my level isn't like really high,
Attack.
I'm actually like able to defeat these enemies without having like a really that much of a comparable team. But eventually we are gonna level up I think we're gonna level up one more time. But I want to get all the characters that I want leveled up to like level 60, so then I can do it like bit by bit again. If you know what I mean. It'd be way easier for me in that sense.
Lord Finan!
Lord Finan.
Quick, save the Grand Craftsman. He is surrounded by enemies!
What?
The Grand Craftsman?
Hang in there!
I'm so sorry that like there's an urgency to this as well, but like it's hard not to be like, look how beautiful this area is. It's so gorgeous. Cutscene. Jesus. Huh? What? Oh my god. Oh my god, it's him. From the banner. This music.
You know who we're dealing with.
It's like this epic holy like music mixed with death metal. Oh my god. Oh, it's like freaking trash metal. Look at him. Look at him.
Mere child's play.
Blonde man.
A true fight between us would shatter them with the aftershocks alone.
He was on the banner
Are
before.
you talking
He was on the
to
banner before.
me?
Just recently.
Who are you?
Who am I?
Enough, Mydei.
Mydei.
Are you trying to destroy the Holy City?
Oh my god, what an introduction. This trash metal song going on in the background as he gets introduced. He throws an enemy into like into the wall. Being able to destroy things in such a way. He's very beautiful. He's a very beautiful character. But I didn't expect his voice to be that deep either. Very, 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 very impressed with that introduction.
Until everything burns to ashes.
Very impressed.
This is more than a battle.
Eternal sleep is not the dead return!
He's so cool. He's so cool. Like,
Fight
and you guys know I'm not usually like I like a softer character sometimes
You'll pay
too.
for this.
But like it's just
Lend
the
me
way
your
that they
strength.
introduce the character of like
Firefly Type 4 in position.
when you have like all this like very like epic chanting music, this epic holy music, and then you turn to trash metal for an introduction of another character, it instantly stands out. Instantly. I just think it's fantastic what they did there.
Recalibrating. Ugh. This is more than sets the seas ablaze!
Cortonus!
That's Castorice?
Fine on.
I'm glad that you're okay.
This chanting music, I will never get over it. It's so epic. It fits the area for sure.
As for you, Mydei,
Mydei.
if I'm not mistaken, shouldn't your responsibility be protecting the citizens?
Shouldn't your responsibility being cool and cute and handsome and really cool? Is that your responsibility?
What is that supposed
Holy
to
shit.
mean?
I mean,
Who are you implying isn't a citizen here?
there's such a big difference in... I say this all the time. There is such a massive difference than seeing a character... Look at the freaking golds. Is that the gold ichor? Like running through the veins of the character? But like I was gonna say, there's such a big difference between meeting a character on the banner and seeing them in a menu versus seeing them in person, hearing them talk. It is a different vibe altogether. This is a cool character. Mydei is freaking awesome. He made Mydei. I'll say that much. The names of the people here are getting stranger and stranger.
Don't evade the question. Aglaea told us to
Aglaea.
protect the citizens. Are you ignoring what she said?
It sounds like there's like a very beautiful contrast already, and this is why I talk about the writing of characters. It seems so simple, but to get it truly right, like you need to have like a character, like it needs to be painfully aware already. The contrast between Finon's view of the world and Mydei's view of the world is already so different, and it's like two bulls locking horns. It's clear Finon's more by the book. It's clear he's a character who is like very like honorable and, yeah, as you said, that heroic character, that bright hero. And it seems like with Mydei, he's like, I'm doing things my own way, all right? And that's what I get the vibe of anyway.
It is you who forgot the second half of her words. Her original words were, protect the citizens and eliminate the invaders.
You tell us.
The crisis in the Holy City will be resolved once we've eliminated
See what I mean?
Nikador.
Like, Finon already, he looks amazing. I feel like it's accessed a part of my brain that was dormant. He looks really great. Someone skips to 40 minutes later in the video. We're still in this frame. Look at the way they contrast each other already. Finon is like, did you listen to what she said? And Mydei's like, well, what did she originally say? Protect and eliminate. That's what I'm doing. By eliminating them, then I will protect them. Like he's almost like using the words to his own advantage in a way.
Speaking of which, since you've never considered the pair over there to be citizens, they seem to fit the definition of invaders.
You know what? Mydei, I hate when people hug me. That kills me. I will die if someone hugs me.
What do
Look
you
at his
mean?
back. I think he's saying that he might try to attack us.
The three priests of Yanis share the same appearance and mind, and their senses are also interlinked. The Okhemans have long been aware of your presence and what you have been doing.
Wait, does he think that's us?
You trust him that much? I suggest you think twice.
Wait, what? What's happening here? They trust who?
Provoking your allies at such a critical juncture. Whose side are you on?
From the moment we first met, I already told you that regardless of whether it's in the past or in the future, the people of Kremnos will never agree to make peace with the likes of you.
Wait, what? Is he talking about Finon? He's saying he doesn't trust Finon, doesn't want to make peace with Finon?
As the successor of Kremnos, I, Mydei, am not able to act independently on such matters. Furthermore, things have escalated to a point where I must warn you,
what?
Esteemed guest, that your host is anything but proficient in the ways of hospitality.
Are you talking about Mr. Clean Finon over here?
Enough. The time for internal strife now is not. Still on the offense, the Mad King is, and must be stopped. despite the Chrysos heirs.
I wonder is Mydei saying that he doesn't trust Chrysos heirs?
I have not forgotten about what needs to be done. Stand down. I'm more than capable of taking care of what's ahead by myself.
So he's saying I don't need them. I don't need the Chrysos heirs.
As for you, Nikador is in the Marmorial Palace. Aglaea told me to stay out of it. So, go ahead. Deliver.
Aglaea? It seems to be like their leader of some kind, or at least their commander of some kind. But he's saying you go deal with Nikador? So what I'm getting from this conversation is he might not trust the Chrysos heirs. He's a successor of something called Kremnos. But he's not able to act independently, so he can't just do what he wants altogether. But he's saying that our host might not be the most proficient, and he says that he's like, he won't make peace with Chrysos heirs?
I don't need you to tell me that.
You. What's your name?
Stell. It's a secret would be crazy.
Also strange.
Oh, he's saying because we called their name strange?
Is he
Fair.
your companion? You two don't seem to be on friendly terms.
Well, that's the Chrysos heirs. Revered as heroes by the masses, but still imperfect mortals at their core.
So it's not the Chrysos heirs because he's also a Chrysos heir? Again, we're gonna get around to seeing all this stuff as well. So it just seems like he doesn't trust Finon in some way. And he doesn't want to make peace with Finon in some way. I wonder why. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that will come into this and we'll be learning as we're going forward, because he says he's and something to do with his being a successor of Kremnos.
What is it,
oh,
outsider?
Jesus.
Do you fear the Lance of Fury's raging flames? Or perhaps you'd care to spar with
I don't think I ever want to fight you. Shatter them with the aftershocks?
Avoid getting too serious with Mydei, because he means every
I believe
word
it.
he says.
I believe it.
That is true. Of this, you can be assured.
So he's a very, like, I wouldn't even say prickly. Like, because I think prickly is like, you know, look at his back. Oh my god. I wouldn't even say prickly. Because I think prickly characters would be kind of like someone who's like...
What is it, outsider?
Oh,
do you fear
if
the
you go
Lance
too
of
far?
Fury?
Avoid getting too serious.
That is true.
So if you go too far, okay. But I would say a prickly character is someone who's like a little bit mean, right? Who's a little bit like rough around the edges. He's not rough around the edges. He's rough in his heart. Yeah, I wouldn't say he's prickly. I'd say he's spiky. You know, that's what I'd say. But he seems to just not like Finon. Again, I could be misinterpreting that conversation, but he seems to just not trust Finon or not want to work with Finon in such a way. He doesn't respect Finon maybe in full amount. But there is like a direct contrast between the two of them there. He's an interesting character because he clearly wants to save people here, but he has his own ways of doing it. Look at this mural here as well. Is the poppin' normal? I'm not trying to nitpick, because if it's poppin', who cares? But I wonder if it's because of my internet as well. It could be that. But it's really cool seeing all the murals as well. So the turns we got there was... Oh my god, look at these areas. Holy hell. The turns we got there were Kremnos, more Crisis... Oh god. More Chrysos Air stuff. Aglaea. This music's so awesome.
What a mess.
It is definitely a mess. You can see the fires in the distance as well.
I don't see any more residents. Have they been evacuated?
Yes, Treeby acted with haste. This is Marmorial Market, the most important residential and living area in the Holy City. Pushing through by force would undoubtedly result in needless casualties. But now our backup is here.
Our backup?
Lord Finon and the two
New
guests.
New character?
Welcome to Okhema.
She walked through all these enemies?
These enemies aren't moving.
Yeah, what the hell? And look at our screen as well. It's like a mimetic thing again.
When I heard your footsteps, I thought death was already writing my final chapter
What?
before my heroic journey had even begun.
This music as well. It's almost like freaking a horror movie music.
Miss Castorice?
Castorice. She was on the banner before too, right? I don't remember exactly when, but I remember the name.
An abrupt ending to an epic that has barely begun might also amaze the people.
Okay.
But today, Lord Finon, Okhema needs you.
This is what I'm talking about, introductions of characters. This mysterious horror-themed music in the background. The way she changed her whole reality, where the enemies don't even touch her. Already, I get a terrifyingly dangerous vibe off of this character. Now, she might end up being the nicest character in the world, but we've had nice characters before that have, like, power that is, like, so terrifying. You know what I mean? We've had characters who we love dearly in Genshin, for example, who I wouldn't cross, you know?
Well, if the Mortician of the Holy City says I'm needed, then it sounds like I'm gonna live through this mess.
So she's like, she deals with death?
Well, that isn't for me to decide. All I can do is clear the obstacles and guide you to the place of Nikador's descent.
Nikador's descent. Can I say as well with her design as well? There's a weird, like, the hair is beautiful. But it's also very, like, kind of messy in some ways, like, towards the end. But it has, like, a very, like, interesting, like, kind of wilder vibe. Ears are stunning. I love the pointed ears of a character. But the way that the flowers and all, like, the stuff, like, surrounds her dress that we saw, she actually has, like, a very, like, it's almost like, the outfit takes over her rather than her wearing the outfit, if that makes sense. It feels like it's like almost one with her, and it's like surrounding her. Look at even the crown as well.
Dear guests, if
You
you
see what I
would,
mean?
I'd like you to please follow me.
It's almost like the dress is wearing her, and she's wearing the dress. Like, you know, I hope it doesn't sound weird. It's like, you get what I mean, where it's like it almost feels like it's rather than just being an outfit, it's almost like, you know, surrounding part. Like, cause look, all the butterflies, the flowers. It feels like it's almost like, you know, was born there. Does that make sense? Where it feels like it's just like unnatural in a way. Like, it doesn't feel like a dress you just pop on. It doesn't feel like an outfit you just pop on. It feels like it's meant to be like there. I don't know if that makes sense. This music, man.
And kindly keep 5 paces distant.
Look at the back of the hair as well. It's a beautiful dress. It just feels so like
Their hostility
close to
has
nature.
ceased.
Oh my god, look what you've done.
In the face of death,
Oh my
strife
god.
will also cause hesitation
Oh my
to
god.
arise. I am the shadow of
She's
death.
the shadow of death? We're walking in. She's literally leaving behind like these open, blooming, dark purple flowers as she's walking by. The music is terrifying. As I said, her outfit, her whole demeanor feels like weirdly like unnatural. This is a beautifully terrifying way of introducing a character.
There are also some enemies who are difficult to subdue by presence alone.
Look at this whole area. I'm stunned. My heart is. You know what's so weird? Like I stopped breathing there for 2 seconds.
Blood. Are you an attendant of the Hand of Shadow?
The Hand of Shadow is the death tiding. Look at the back of her hair too, like with the black bows in her hair too. You see what I mean by the dress? It doesn't feel like a dress. It feels like it's like almost like this with all the like flowers and the butterflies moving on her dress. It feels like it's just part of her. It feels like it's her.
No, I'm nobody's attendant.
She's like, I don't work for anybody. Fina just smiling at her makes it feel a bit more at ease. But she radiates power. She radiates terror.
You can try to avoid and hide it. Okhema.
I didn't mean to.
Chrysos heirs. What?
Sorry. We'll just play it again from here. Sorry,
Try
guys.
to avoid and hide it. But you obviously came from the world of the dead.
You came from the world of the dead. It's like it's like you're trying to contain it. Okhema Crisis Air, what cowards?
Okhema. Chrysos heirs. What cowards. We live by loyalty and glory, while you live by weakness and deceit.
So they're saying that you, like, this is like saying that obviously they live by maybe a different code of some kind while they think that they have the right code.
Cowards.
I'm so glad that you're not my history teacher.
Oh.
How much can we trust the words of someone who has sunk so deep into madness?
That's like such a like fun own.
However, if you're standing here out of loyalty and glory, then I shall draw my blade and grant you a warrior's end.
Finan said, not only are you dumb, I will kill you.
Come to to arms.
You know what I mean? Like, and these are obviously soldiers of Nikador, so they're soldiers of strife. So interesting, the people of strife are like, hey, we follow honor. You're deceitful. You're lying. You know what I mean? You can try to lie to us, so we know what you are. Here we go. Really well presented scene.
All units on alert.
I'm actually like unbelievably like impressed with what they've done here.
Until everything burns to ashes!
Like, my heart was pounding during that. My heart was
me your
legitimately
strength.
pounding during those scenes when we got introduced to Castorice.
Fight to live!
This is serious.
I didn't think anything could top the introduction to like
chose the
Penacony,
wrong
for
enemy.
example. I didn't think anything could top it. I'm not saying that like it's like one thing that like Penacony sucks now. Penacony's incredible. But like for me sitting here right now, this is one of the best introductions to a world I've ever seen. Dangerous. Dangerous as heck, but beautiful at the same time. What a great urgent way of
Lend me
introducing
your
characters
strength.
that we have never met before. It's
We've
absolutely
entered the
stunning.
storm. To guard and defend, crush them.
I'll see you off.
By the will of the 10 lords, the 10 lords decree, hereby ordained.
There we go again. Yeah, I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed by this.
Recalibrating.
I think like
Eternal
for me,
sleep is not the end.
I go by feeling a lot too, right? And when I get introduced in Mydei, obviously I was like, he's beautiful, but also there's like a really like, I better not piss this guy off kind of vibe, right? With Castorice, it's like this. She made me hold my breath for a second. I'm like, well,
This
who
is
is
more
she?
than a battle.
What does she do? What does she want?
Fight to live!
With Phanon, he like radiates this like again this heroic vibe. So it's like I think they've done a really good job of
Lend me your
introducing these
strength.
characters. They really have.
Firefly sets the seas ablaze!
Still in denial.
I underestimated you. Bloom.
Watch
I will
it, still our
remember your
MVP.
kindness.
Joining the battle.
We don't have anyone who can break him, right? Oh, but he can.
Detonate.
We do, don't we? No, we don't. How do we? Oh, do we? Oh, it's our ability. I think breaks him
Lend
down.
me
Yeah,
your strength.
fair enough. I think her ability breaks breaks bars down anyway, right? Regardless of weaknesses,
Give it up.
which I think is very cool. Of course, our damage deal is going to end this. It's incredible. Wow, she always ends it for us.
As you wish.
This effect on the screen as well, changing our whole reality, is incredible.
Lady Aglaea once said that your time is extremely valuable and shouldn't be wasted on unnecessary
They
conflict.
keep mentioning Lady Aglaea. It sounds like they have a lot of respect for her, right? Because already we have Phanon, Mydei, and Castorice all mentioning her.
I have the power to lay them to rest.
Oh yeah?
I was about to say the same. It's pointless to waste your strength on these pawns. Let's go. It's time to face strife.
Do they mean literally? We're facing, or like Nikador?
Once there, you must turn into birds and fly toward the final battlefield.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Miss Castorice, why aren't you joining us?
I must stay here and ensure that these soldiers do not destroy the city. Although faith is more important to the vast majority, there are still quite a number of citizens who care more about their worldly possessions.
Right. And that's normal, right? That's bound to happen.
I understand, but
There is no need for worry. The citizens have already been evacuated, and the only living things in the vicinity are the three of you.
Okay, that's good to hear.
As Lady Aglaea instructed, no civilians will be affected
Yeah,
by this.
they're doing such a good job as well of showing how much, like, at least at the very least, they listen to Lady Aglaea, right? Again, I talk about the writing in Honkai Star Rail. What a way to like build up another character without us even seeing them, right? 3 people have referenced Lady Aglaea in a very respectful way already.
do excuse my impropriety.
You know what I mean?
Well then, I'll see you later, Miss Castorice.
Very good way of introducing the characters. Is Castorice just going to destroy
Could
these
you all
guys?
quietly leave?
What? Could you all quietly leave?
We'll leave this place to Miss Castorice then.
Honestly, I just wanted to see what happened. Castorice saying, will you quietly leave is actually kind of terrifying. Look at these locations, man. So they said Castorice like deals with death.
Palace, the Lance of Fury, Nikador. They're all there in the distance.
Okay. Lance of Fury, Memorial Palace, and the Strife Titan. And they said Castorice is like a mortician, so I wonder if she does like, if she is like someone who like carries people to death in some way, or like is the person that like brings people to death. Oh, Jesus. What's that sound?
What a horrifying battle cry. Is that a Titan?
Is it literally the Strife Titan up there?
That battle cry once crushed all in its path. It knocked down foes and allies alike, leaving people as fragile as reeds in a gale. My limbs trembled uncontrollably as my weapon clattered to the ground. I could hear nothing but the frenzied and shameful beating of my own heart. Fear. This is why the Strife Titan is revered.
Right.
If a warrior can face this terror and still step forward, no trial thereafter can shake the weapon in their hand.
It's actually a fantastic way of putting it, right? It's like, if his whole game is making people afraid of him, then, like, if you can overcome that, then what else will make you afraid? If you overcome fear itself, look at the determination in Finon's eyes as well.
You too. If you wish to retreat, this is your final chance to do so.
Wouldn't even attempt to do that. It's fine, I've already died a number of times before.
We have no interest in the Titan rights. As trailblazers, lending a helping hand to unfamiliar worlds is simply our duty.
As Welt would say, this is our trailblazing goal for today. This is our goal.
Trailblazing? What an interesting concept. Surely on your worlds there must also be a Titan which is revered by the masses.
I mean, we have eons, right? We have eons that people revere and people fear, you know?
But there's no need to further confirm your resolve. We shall soon cross swords with the embodiment of strife. And yet, faced against this menacing threat, your resolve only gleams more intensely.
Thanks for the praise. He also, the way he said trailblazing, which means they don't know about trailblazing. Which is so interesting to go to a world where they don't know what a trailblazer is. It's such a different dynamic from where like we are considered to be like almost like, you know, not revered, but respected wherever we go in most places.
Let's get going. In the era when Kefali had not yet fallen silent, none could stand as their equal. Today, we inherit the duty of the gods, safeguarding the inhabitants of Amphoreus.
This place is stunning. Look at this area. I cannot wait to be able to explore some of these areas. So what he's saying here is saying that like Kefali fell silent. You can no longer hear him. That's what the people were saying earlier. Please, Kefali, answer us. Say something. But now they inherit what the gods did. We inherit their job, and that's in saving the people of Amphoreus.
Stand with me and become heroes.
Look at this heroic leader. Look at this leader. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from this. The Kefali is silent. The Strife Titan clearly is not. Look at all these. Oh my god. I'm never gonna be able to like look at this normally. Kefali is silent, but the people like the Chrysos heirs and maybe Castorice, maybe Mydei, have taken up the banner. We'll protect the people of Amphoreus. That's what we'll do in the place of the gods. It's interesting that like people still have their faith, but like it seems like on the ground floor there's like people like the Chrysos heirs, the people who are actually like protecting people. But if you're the Chrysos heirs, if they have like the ichor of the gods within them, that means they're at least part god, right? Look at the eye up there. Oh my god. We have to go before we get stun locked here. 100%. And the way he talked about the Trailblazers is such an interesting dynamic, because now like we have a place where we can't just use the whole like, hey, we're Trailblazers, you know? He thinks it's like a great idea. Oh, you're Trailblazers, really cool. Maybe he does know what Trailblazers are, but he's just like saying it's an interesting concept. But again, he did ask us like, he said we didn't know, do we have gods in our place? So he doesn't know what like things of the outside world as well, at least from that extent. Yeah. And he said what we're about to fight is the embodiment of like fear. And if you can get past this, you can get past anything. Which I think that totally makes sense. If you can overcome your worst fear, what can stop you then? Whoa. Rotate the clues and assemble a pattern. On the once the progress bar is full, you can quickly move the target. Okay, interesting way of doing things. Move the clues. Huh? Oh, interesting.
It's deathly silent.
Impressive.
Deathly silence is the proud resonance of Nikador's war drums.
Oh?
Behind this watery veil awaits the arena of conflict.
We traveled away from over there, by the way. So he said, like, the silence is like the war drum. And honestly, that's a great way to put it. It's like, you know, the silence can be deafening, you know? Have you ever, like, said something, like, embarrassing and then everyone goes silent? That's a deafening silence. But here it's like a deafening war drum where it's like, I want, like, instead of, like, having, like, a boom, 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 like, you can hear nothing. And honestly, that would make me more nervous, you know? That would make me way more nervous.
Who's wailing? My head
Through the waterfall?
feels as though it's being ripped apart.
Stay
Do you
strong.
hear the chanting?
Recall your convictions and everything you hold dear. If you can't
This
do
chanting.
that, then think of death. For doing so might actually keep you alive.
Finon's a good leader. He's a really good leader. This is getting intense, the chanting. It's affecting Stell's brain as well, by the way. This chanting is getting so intense. What the hell? What the hell, man? This is scaring me. This is actually terrifying. Oh my god, it's beautiful. It's beautiful again, but we have this like filter around everywhere. What the hell is that? Is that the embodiment of the Strife Titan? This heavy track as well. Again, there's so many beautiful areas that I can't wait to just see without any violence in them.
Careful. They look different from what I remember.
So he's the incarnation.
How so?
Weaker, but also more distorted.
So it's not as strong, but there's a distortion there. This music as well. There's like a synth to it as well.
Prime, detonate!
Like
I don't think we have any. Do we have any abilities but Firefly to break down their health?
Burns to ashes!
Let's check.
Firefly, type 4, in position.
We don't. We have nothing. We have only Firefly, which, you know what?
Live to fight.
Not bad.
Fight to live! This
It'll
battle
have to
is
do.
unavoidable. The time is now. Lend me your strength. You don't know how serious this is.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead will return!
At least we're doing damage. You know what I mean? That's good.
Recount your sins.
Pity, you chose the wrong.
And at least we can burden him as well.
We've entered the storm.
This freaking
To guard
intense
and defend.
chanting music in the background,
Crush
the
them.
drums, it hits your heart. Oh yeah, of course, go for Lacha.
This is more. I shall
It's very intense.
set the seas ablaze. You'll pay for this.
I'm trying to get more skill points.
I shall judge you for the 10 lords. By the will
This
of
music
the
is
10
so
lords.
intense.
The 10 lords decree. Hereby ordained.
Attacking the speed boost there as well.
Live to fight. Fight to live.
Cast aside all distracting thoughts. To me, I shall withstand their
He's such a
wrath.
great leader. Instantly such a great leader. To me. Come to me. Characters with glory can obtain buffs via using skill or ultimate to increase glory stacks. Characters with glory can dispel a number of titanic corpus stacks equal to the current glory stacks that they're when attacking. So we have a chance to get
The time
glory
is
stacks.
now. Lend me your strength.
Let's just try and break him at the very least.
Set the seas ablaze.
The way, like,
Deny your sins.
like the Sam suit just goes down normally then. It's so funny.
Executing attack!
Allow me to see you off.
The time is now. Lend me your strength.
Joining the battle. Prime, detonate!
Even gods can bleed.
Great stuff from Lotcha as well. Not that we're gonna need this. I think we pretty much have it done with Fire. We could have it done with Firefly now as well. She's incredible. I love using her.
Until everything burns to ashes!
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead will return!
I will claim victory for myself. Live to fight! Fight to live!
Great stuff. Great stuff. Oh, look at Finon! What is that? What is... Huh? Who's that? Move? Who is that? She like steps on one of these threads?
This is not the true Nikador.
The voice.
Just one of his many godly forms.
Oh my god. A voice giving me
Flame
chills.
isn't here.
Wait. Are they all retreating? Oh my god, little Treeby. Who are you?
New allies of Okhema. Welcome to Amphoreus.
It's her, the leader. Her voice gave me chills. It was so gentle and magical. I now understand why they probably follow her. I was about already to follow her into the depths of hell. I think she was on the banner before too, right? Maybe? I remember like the blonde hair. She stepped on one of the threads. All she said was move. And she says new allies of Okhema as well. Her voice is so gentle and beautiful. It's so, but at the same time too, it has like a very like commanding aspect to it.
While this welcome banquet is far from elegant, it has
Wow.
helped to remove any misgivings that we had.
True.
From this moment forth, you shall be treated as distinguished guests of the Holy City and of the Chrysos as...
Oh my god, her voice is like so like prim and proper, you know? Hello, Lady Aglaea. Her gaze. Can I say as well, if you want to make a character that has like a heavenly glow to them, that feels almost like angelic, I feel like the best way you can do that is like this type of color coding, this type of voice. It's, so, again, as I said, gentle but commanding. It's a weird combination. You okay,
Lady
Donhong?
Aglaea, your eyes.
Your eyes. Can I, you know, it's almost like Lord of the Rings, Galadriel or something. She also said something that's very smart. She said to us, hey, now I know you're not enemies. Her eyes. Oh, look at the eyeshadow.
Curious about my eyesight? Well, I'm not
Was the lack of
blind.
pupils?
On the contrary, I can see much more than the typical person.
It's crazy already. Just from voice acting, the way they introduced her, the way she's talking to us, how I understand why people follow her, why people listen to her. Look at
Those
this
with
area.
golden blood always have something extraordinary about them.
The golden ichor.
For me, it's perception. I don't need light to measure the world. The wind carries messages along golden threads, delivering countless sensations to my fingertips.
So she's able to learn, see things through sensations. But she said everyone with golden blood has something extraordinary about them. So that means Finon as well. Does that mean Mydei as well, too? They all have something different about them, each other. Hers is perception.
Just like
Look at
how
her.
at this present moment, the virtues possessed by the both of you have turned into a warm current
Interesting.
that pleases my skin.
That's so interesting. You sound so cultured. No, it's just British. See, I told you that I'm a heartwarming girl deep down. But no, like, that's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful, magical way of putting it. Like, and what way to describe it? Because you are actually so good and you're virtuous, I feel you as a warm current rather than like something rougher or more dangerous. You know? Donhong's.
She was just speaking metaphorically.
He's like, you ain't gentle deep down, you're a gremlin. Her outfit looks like
Manifestation of Nikador.
her outfit legitimately looks like in modern times it would cost like 20 grand. a manifestation of Nikador. So that's what we fought?
Could it be that my trial has not arrived yet?
Your trial?
By following the threads of fate, you have begun to write the opening chapter of your story. How do you feel?
Well, truth be told, I don't feel any different. I anticipated a greater challenge.
So there's some sort of challenge you go through, some sort of like, what was the exact wording you used? You used trial, like a trial. There's some sort of trial you go through.
When Trianne followed those escaped soldiers, was that part of the plan too?
Oh, when they were all leaving there and she followed them?
Naturally. We have long foreseen this attack and didn't intend to waste such a golden opportunity.
So Trianne followed the soldiers for some reason then.
After Nikador
Jesus,
succumbed
this
to
place is
madness,
gorgeous.
their fortress disappeared into the fog, with no one being able to ascertain its location anymore. However, now that they have acted out of character and attacked Okhema of their own accord.
Okay, so at one point they disappeared. No one knew what they were doing, but now they've attacked.
Then, the Holy City shall also uncover their hiding place and sound the horn of retaliation.
Oh, they're gonna fight back. So that's why she sent Trianne after them as well. She's like heavenly, right? And it could be down the line, like you don't know if it could be to a scary degree. But she has such an energy about her that's like magical. Magical.
What an intricate plan indeed. I gave my word that after the situation stabilized, I would reveal all about Amphoreus to our
Please do.
allies. However, given that Okhema has just barely survived a calamity, and there are still many shaken citizens who need comfort, Aglaea, would you mind taking care of this in my stead?
I don't mind who tells me. I just want to learn more about this place. This is one of the most epic encounters and epic introductions to a world I've seen.
Distinguished guests, since you have spared no effort in aiding the Holy City, I will naturally take care of you as well.
You know what? I think it's perfect that we can't get a full read on her. I think it's perfect. Because I'm trying to like get a little bit of a read on her, like, you know, because you guys know anyone who's in a position of authority, it's natural for me to not trust them completely. Not because I think they're bad people, but like the same thing happened with Jin Yuan. You guys know I was like not fully trusting of Jin Yuan through the first, like I love him now. But you guys look back in this Yan Shou story, how many times did people in the comments be like, Calvin, like, we love Jin Yuan. And I'm just kind of like, I'm going to wait and see what happens. And I feel like that's like a really important aspect. Is like, I don't think they want you to have a full read on her yet.
I've woven many unforeseen events into the tapestry of fate. This is but one
Whoever the voice
instance.
actor for Aglaea is also really fantastic. Huh?
You two can find me at Marmorial Market after you've grown tired of listening to her
Never.
tales. In any case, I owe you my hospitality.
This is incredible. This is so incredible. I have chills every second.
Now then, where should we begin?
Who does your hair? That's where we should begin. Oh?
Lady Aglaea, could you give us some time?
Give us some time?
We'd like to get back to our mission now that the situation has calmed down. We want to lay down a beacon of the Trailblaze here.
So they can find us?
I can assure you that this will not bring any repercussions to Okhema. Think of it as a ceremony when traveling to someplace new.
Honestly, like if there's one person who can communicate with someone as fancy as Aglaea here, Dan Hong.
Beacon of the Trailblaze.
She's like, what the hell are you talking about? Oh my god, she even has like a freaking fancy, look at her legs. Look. She has one of those things, I don't know what you call them, but it's like the thing that like goes around your leg, and it's like gold trimmed as well. She's like, I know not everyone's gonna be able to see this, but I can.
No problem. Go ahead.
This music as well. Now we can
With
warp.
this space anchor on Amphoreus, we've taken yet another giant step on the path of Trailblaze.
Oh, Dan Hong sounds so proud. Our boarding pass is appreciated in value. A few more, maybe we can reconnect with the Express.
What an interesting way to mark the start of your journey. I grow more and more curious about your cause.
Mutual curiosity. How cool is that? Because we're in such a different place, an uncharted place. Them being curious about us as well is such a great thing. Because usually, again, as we travel to, how many times have we traveled? We traveled to Pentecoin. What's the first thing that happened? And that was interesting too. But like, was people coming up to us being like, let's make a deal. Let's do this, you know, which is really interesting too. We go to the Xian Show and we become not suspects, but we're not allowed to leave. We go to Balebog, and while they don't know about us, like, but they obviously knew about the Trailblazers, they put us in prison. It's so interesting to me that, like, the contrast now we have is, like, it's almost like it's not even almost like this. It's two people who don't know anything about each other, walking up to each other, being like, who are you? You know?
But, please, let me first properly extend my hospitality to you. The conversation we must have will likely be quite lengthy, so why don't we go somewhere more suitable for that?
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. When I talk about, like, wait, what's this? Listen to Titan's echoes. Chalice of Plenty, Fagusa. As the honey brew spills into the ocean, the waves bloom like flowers. In the clamor of great waves and drunkards, all awaken amongst the madness. Are we supposed to hear something now? Oh, it's like a sound effect? This location. Civilian bathhouse? The overflowing baths for residents of Okhema. Yeah, bathhouses were a big thing. Public baths. The godly never feels guilty of enjoyment. They ride the ocean of waves to humanity and fill every heart with water passing through with joy. Thus they sing jubilantly and dance passionately, drink and be intoxicated. I mean, what's so interesting about, like, you know, if you're playing on Greek times and, like, even any olden times, I know people are going to say, like, well, Calvin's still popular now, but, like, even at the time that it was, Jesus Christ, this is going to be beautiful, isn't it? The way they use golden light here to shine down here too. If you're talking about, like, you know, just how olden times were, we can go into the water. Oh my God, Kafka, you've earned it. And this music too. If you talk about jubilant music, there it is. Alcohol was a big thing, even bigger than it was now. Well, it's obviously alcohol's a bigger industry now, but I'm saying that, like, it was expected even more to be like, yeah, you're just having a drink because that's, like, what you do. Like, you don't watch TV, you know? I'm not gonna, you know, watch Smosh when I get home from, you know, the bathhouse. So drinking jubilantly and having a good time with each other was, like, how you spent your days. Not everyone, of course. Not everyone could afford wine. But even, like, for, like, youngsters, like, even, like, I know that, but again, here's what's so funny about, like, how culture doesn't change that often. Like, I go, like, oh, even, like, youngsters would drink that back then, but, like, head to yours, but let's not go there yet, because we have some information where to get off Aglaea. But, like, you know, French or Italian or Irish, even my own culture, we'd be like, yeah, like, usually people are drinking from, like, 14, you know, having a glass of wine with dinner. In my country, it's like really shocking. Like, like, for me personally, like, I had my first ever drink when I was 18, not when I was 17, when I was 18. The legal age in Ireland, it was 18, not 17. Okay, guys? But whenever people hear it, they think that's late in Ireland. They're like, you didn't drink until what? You know, because there are people in Ireland who will drink when they're 14. It's almost a rite of passage. They talk about all the time in Ireland where you have to, like, drink. You don't have to drink, but, like, there's, like, 14-year-olds will, like, get someone to buy them drink, and they will drink in, like, a field or something like that, and it's actually a rite of passage. It's like one of the most common things that people talk about. Oh yeah, I did that. It's so normal. It's so normal, and it's one of those things where, like, if you did do that, your parents would, like, probably ground you if you did it, right?
It's this way.
Oh no, sorry, I didn't need to, Aglaea. You will do that, right? But even though they ground you, it's one of those things. If you do something like that, when you turn 18, they'll laugh about it because they're like, yeah, I used to do that too. You know, it's just one of those things. So it is, like, a very common thing, but, like, still, it was one of the biggest things now.
We're here at Marmoreal Palace, Okhema's public baths. Normally, this place would be much.
Her voice acting is so good. It's so good. It's such a beautiful place. It really is.
This is a good place for our chat.
Yeah, sure. I'll be taking a lot of screenshots again as we're going through this. I hope you guys understand. I could write it down as well, but like the PS5 has a screenshot function, might as well use it.
Both of you are new here, so it's only natural to be confused about the prophecy, titans, and Chrysos heirs that have been mentioned in passing. But I'd like you to learn about Amphoreus' history before I tell you more.
Whatever you need to tell us, I'm willing to learn.
The bath sprites are excited to begin. This bath contains spirit water that has been blessed by the Ocean
Titan.
It can guide you back into the distant past. Go ahead, step in, and listen to what the comforting ripples have to say.
Do we really have to get into the water? This feels a little embarrassing. I'll get in.
If it'll make you feel better, I can avert my gaze.
Honestly, I'm like actually like, I don't know. I've become a follower of Aglaea, you know? I've become a follower. I'm just like, no, you don't need to avert your gaze. It's so funny because like, oh, she's getting in as well. When I was younger, I saw Whoopi Goldberg as she was playing God in one of the Muppets movies, and that was my perception of who God was forever. If I saw Aglaea as a kid, I feel like this would be my perception of God as well, you know? It would influence me heavily. Whenever I think of an idea of God, a Christian God, I think of Whoopi Goldberg, even though I'm not religious.
Quiet your thoughts. Feelings are far more honest than words and can better satisfy your curiosity. Close your eyes and feel the warm ripples of water embrace you. Feel the delivery of this account from the seas. The spirit water shall show you Amphoreus' distant and recent past.
Okie doke.
Huh?
Make yourself comfortable. Time for a history class on Amphoreus.
Sure. Yeah, okay, let's go.
Amphoreus started off as a ball of
Ball
chaos.
of chaos.
The 3 Fate Titans wrote laws to govern the world. Another 3 Foundation Titans created the earth, ocean, and skies. And a different 3 Creation Titans designed and gave life to human beings, like you and me.
So we heard about this earlier in the poem that was said from Treeby, right? About the different jobs of the Titans and stuff like this as well. So there was like 3 Foundation Titans created the Earth. There was also different Creation Titans that designed humans and gave life to beings. There's Fate Titans that drew laws.
But 3 baddie Titans soon snuck in, bringing a terrible, horrible disaster with them.
3 baddie Titans, Odd Eye Circle.
So, the Titans got angry, and no one was willing to give in. Their followers
Crazy.
then decided to do the same, fighting and killing each other.
So, 3 baddie Titans snuck in, so they weren't supposed to be there. And they brought disaster with them. And since no one was able to, like, agree on anything, they decided to all do the same. All their followers, and they started fighting, and that's when all wars happened?
Everyone fought for a really, really long time, disturbing and hurting all people living in the world. Until one day, something big happened.
And what's that something big? So they fought for so long.
A prophecy appeared on Amphoreus, something no one saw coming. The tripartite prophecy says there is only one way to stop this war.
And how's that?
Assemble a band of heroes powerful enough to take
Whoa.
on the 12 Titans and reignite their core flames. Only then will their divine wrath abate and peace return to the world.
Is that the Chrysos heirs? So they assemble heroes to battle the Titans. That's huge already.
We know this band of heroes by a
Yep, there
certain
it is.
name. Any guesses? That's right! The Chrysos heirs!
This bat sprite is very knowledgeable.
So, here's the takeaway. Eat well and train well, so you can grow up into a powerful hero and do your part for Amphoreus!
It's almost like a lesson for kids, right? You can be a hero too.
Is something else wrong?
No, so what we learned there, they're treating me like a child. Sounds like they might have glossed over some things. I think it might be a lesson for maybe everyone when they're growing up as well. But it seems like, so what we heard was, there was Titans that created the world, 3 baddie Titans invaded the place, they started a bunch of wars. The only way to truly stop the fighting and save everybody is through this prophecy. What was the prophecy called again? Well, we can actually like, oh no, we can't see it again. I forgot to take a picture. But we know there was a prophecy, and it was through these Christos heirs that are strong enough to battle the Titans themselves. We heard about earlier that the Titans turned their gaze and started fighting people or were against people. Sounds like I might have glossed over some things.
Is that so? Looks like you're a bit hard to please. Trusting and perceptive at the same time.
I mean, I just want to know as much information as possible, Miss Aglaea. I'm sorry if I offended you. Amphoreus seems to be going through a rough patch. That's one way to put it.
Rough patch.
Yeah.
That's a mild way.
That's what I was thinking. It's a very mild way to put it. I still don't get what's going on with the Titans and the Chrysos here.
I suppose the things that are common knowledge to us are just a garbled mess to you.
It's not a garbled mess.
If we want to straighten out the threads of this world, perhaps I should explain things to you myself.
See, I think that would be great. But I think what she's saying, like, she's not just saying it's a garbled mess. I think she's like trying to say how like, if you join into a family, you marry into a family, and they have a Christmas tradition where they do this like, where they all go out into the woods and do this thing or whatever. Chances are like the uncle of the family will go like when he's explaining, oh, this is the wood party. We go into the woods and we do this. And he's like, yeah, hope you enjoy it. And it's like, wait, can you explain a bit more? To the uncle, that is explaining as much as possible because he knows it so well. But to us, it's like, you know, thank God, you know, this husband is hot because this is weird as heck. You know what I mean? But like from our perspective, it's like we come into this world and we're confused about this stuff. But to them, the bare minimum explanation is because they've been growing up and hearing about this all their lives. It makes sense to them. Do you really know nothing about what's beyond the sky? That's an interesting question too.
I seem to hear a note of pity in that question. Perhaps you find us to be weak and
that's what I've been trying to avoid, because I feel like that can come across as that when you go, you know, like it's like the same time when people go to like Asian countries and they treat them like babies. I see it all the time online and it frustrates me so much. It's the same thing people do with K-pop stars. Like I see it all the time when people are like, oh my God, Vivi from Luxembourg, she's so adorable when she tries to speak English. And you're like, Vivi speaks 4 languages. What can you do? You know what I mean? Like what language do you know? And I feel like it happens all the time with like a lot, not just Asian countries. Like people go to a different country and they go like, wow, they got weird toilets over here. Back in America, we got this, and it's like, buddy, everyone's culture is different. Everyone's culture is a bit weird. But I was trying to make sure I didn't sound like that. Because while it's like really interesting that they don't know a lot about the outside world, I don't want to make it seem like, oh, they're dumb. It's just that their culture is different. So what do we do now?
We can move on to the problem at hand, now that both of you have some understanding of Amphoreus' history. Come with me.
Hope you understand what I'm saying. It's like, it's literally just like I didn't want to make it feel like I was looking down on their culture whatsoever. This place is so awesome. Imagine letting Kafka into your world like this. Kafka take over this place. 2 minutes she could. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if all the Stellar Hunters are already here. The way they do things. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, they've already fought the Strife Titan, you know? It's up here as well. We're going to be taking our time with this as well, which is why I think, as I said, we're going to go ahead with the, off days having an extra Honkai Star Rail video. For off days for Genshin. And as I said to Honkai Star Rail fans, some weeks there'll only be 2 videos, because I'm not dropping Genshin, you know what I mean? So for example, when the Lantern Rite or the next Archon quest comes around or whatever, or there's an event out that I want to do, we'll be doing that in the extra video, you know what I mean? Or if there's a banner video I want to do, we'll be doing that in that time slot. So beautiful. But I think we will go ahead and try and do it, especially when I don't know if the update will be next week. I think it'll be a little bit afterwards, but we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes, because I know there's an event this week as well. Let's check this out.
Please, give me a moment.
What's wrong?
The way up from here leads to a bath that the Council granted exclusively to the Chrysos heirs.
Oh.
The bath is strictly off-limits to anyone other than the heirs.
So there is a class system at the very least at this level.
I'm willing to make an exception, considering you're guests from beyond the sky. But if I were to bring both of you in at once, I'd be blatantly disrespecting our traditions.
Why is that? That's a puzzling custom? That's a strict custom. The music here, by the way, feels like and I mean this in a complimentary way, it feels like a Spyro the Dragon platformer. And that's, again, compliment.
Seems like prophesied heroes and civilians aren't treated equally in Okhema.
There we go. Yeah, I was waiting for some sort of class system, 100%.
Why don't you go up with her? I don't mind waiting for you here.
I mean, Dan Heng, like, he's probably gonna, like, find out everything about this room in 2 seconds.
You have a very considerate partner.
Mm-hmm.
Follow me then.
He is legitimately the most considerate person in the world. I love him so much.
Why don't you go up with her?
Same thing he said here as well. I'm gonna miss you. Gonna miss you. I saw you looking at Mydei earlier. Is he prettier than me? Never. Never. You're still the prettiest MiHoYo character in the world. It's true. It's a fact. NASA confirmed it last week in their NASA Wrapped video. Hottest person in the world, Dan Heng. Whoa, bubbles? Wait, I thought we were floating for a second. And okay, I thought it was like Charlie and Chocolate Factory stuff. Oh. It is more confined. It's smaller, but it definitely, that means more exclusivity, right? For sure. And there's like little tables here. This is very VIP club style stuff.
Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable, then close your eyes.
I have a fear of closing my eyes in water after what happened in Pentagon, but sure.
I won't force you, but people hope to regard one another with bare honesty when they enter a bath. Are you willing to trust me?
I mean, sure. Let's see what happens.
Thank you. You can also move a little to your left. The water is warmer there.
Sure. Follow a suggestion? Yeah, I mean, why not? At this point. You went to the left, how wondrous. You've only moved a few centimeters. The water around you has become distinctly warmer. I mean, I know, like, people always say, like, Calvin, you're too trusting, but, like, I just don't go through life. Now, I want to make it clear. In real life, like, I'm of course wary of real people, right? Because real people are scary. I want to make that clear. You know what I mean? Like, if you're walking through the streets at night and someone comes up to you and, you know, gives you a whole spiel about something like, oh, I need to get to the train, and blah, 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 you be weary. I'm telling you right now, you be weary. But it's one of those situations, like, if someone's like, hey, do you need help with this? And you're like, oh, yeah, sure. Like, you don't have to, like, go through life not trusting everybody. You just have to be weary sometimes. You know? Oh. The last thing I see.
Now place your left hand onto the bench. Lift up your arm with your palm facing forward and part your fingers slightly.
Do as she says? I mean, I wanted to see what happens.
You're doing great. All right. It's about time I formally introduce myself. I am Aglaea the Gold Weaver, Dressmaster of Okhema, and one of the Chrysos heirs of Amphoreus. The trust placed in me is how I came to lead the Chrysos heirs in our mission today.
So she is like, she's called the Dressmaster and the Gold Weaver. She's one of the Chrysos heirs, and she has trust placed in her by the Chrysos heirs. Yeah, that makes sense. I can sense a great trust in her. Like 3 different characters in terms of Castorice, Mydei, and Finon, and they all mentioned her equally.
My duty may be to weave lavish robes, but I most enjoy coming to these baths in my personal time. Garments are shields, after all, hiding both our bodies and what we truly think.
Interesting. So her duty is to weave lavish robes. So she sees garments as like hiding our true selves.
This place, though, is where we can drop our cloaks of pretense. For the waters shall bring us closer together.
So without our outfits, so I guess we're like canonically in bathhouses. They would take off their clothes. So I guess she sees the clothes as like these beautiful things, but they hide our true selves.
You can open your eyes now.
I guess.
Look.
Whoa.
We are joined together now.
What is this, some kind of ritual? This artwork, by the way. I mean, the Honkai Star Rail artwork is incredible because, and she's like, oh, the gold weaver, is that the gold weave she was doing? She stepped on earlier as well. I think that like what they do with the artwork in Honkai Star Rail is so incredible because the artwork they have, mixed with whatever music and voice acting they do, is sometimes more powerful than some games full of cutscenes.
You're not wrong to think of it that way.
I'm nervous. My heart's
The
pounding.
golden threads of Nestia entwine us,
Romance
capable
tiding?
of sensing even the slightest quiver. We are bound to speak the truth to each other this way.
So it senses if you're lying? Her nails are gorgeous too. So it's the romance tiding. Minetsia.
You will learn the truth about this world from me. And in return, I ask for you to promise me something. Fulfill this pact between us, and you can expect your journey on Amphoreus to be free of troubles.
Sure? Go on.
You learned the legends of Amphoreus from those bath sprites a while ago. But that was a sanitized version that spared you from the harsh and bitter realities of our history.
It seems like a history book that you would read in a class when you're like 10, right?
The pantheon of titans that once ruled our world has become the very affliction that eats away at Amphoreus. An unfathomable power changed something within most of these titans, inducing their rage and madness.
So some sort of power made them angry, made them have rage. So at one point, as they saw, they did have like a lot of compassion, right? But now they've turned their attention to like, I guess, being more aggressive?
Amphoreus has since fallen into eternal night, the black tide engulfing our world.
That's what we were seeing.
Okhema is now the only city to still receive light, and we owe it to Kefali's protection.
So Kepali still watches over this city somehow, and that's the reason why it's not completely engulfed in darkness. Okay.
The Chrysos heirs gathered here are Amphoreus' only hope. People hail us as heroes, as protectors, and as deliverers.
So all the Crisis heirs are in this one place.
They are counting on us to vanquish the Titans, reclaim their core flames, topple them from their thrones, and take their authority for ourselves.
So that's what they want people. So their goal is to literally topple the Titans so they can rule the world themselves again. So they don't have to be beholden to the Titans.
It is only upon reclaiming all core flames that the miracle of Genesis can reveal itself.
Miracle of Genesis.
Granting a new lease on life to this broken world.
The miracle of Genesis.
This is Amphoreus' flame-chased journey. A band of heroes dedicated to slaying the gods and reclaiming the 12 core flames for the world to start over anew. With the end times before us, we are expected to lead all of our people toward the summit. Okhema needs as many allies as possible to aid us in the upcoming battles.
Okhema needs men. Okay, so are they looking towards us for more allies? Yeah, so what we're getting from this is, and I think even without looking at this, but I think it's always good to like look over stuff as well. The whole place is turned into darkness because an unfoundable power changed the Titans. Okhema, the holy city, is still protected by Capelli, they feel like, in some way. That's why it hasn't gone into total darkness. They're trying to take the power back from the Titans and their core flames, and it's called the Miracle of Genesis can reveal itself. Here it says, a band of heroes slaying the gods who came in 12 core flames. That's what the journey is. The flame chase journey. All these Cryos heirs, and they're all gathering in one place to take out these Titans. I'm not gonna say sorry for screenshotting this stuff, ever. Just in case.
The two of you may be just the reinforcements
Just
that the
of us?
Chrysos heirs have been waiting for.
You think so? Saving the world is what we do best. I mean, we can try. I think you think too highly of us is kind of what I would say personally.
If I'm putting my hopes in the wrong place, so be it. But for Amphoreus, I am willing to take the chance.
Sure. I mean, it's just very interesting that like she sees us as this thing as well. She has a very like, masterful presence around you, and I think it's one of those things where, again, as you're saying, it's not like we're going into this thing being like, I'm going to trust her no matter what, right? It's more of a thing of that I think that like, I see why people would follow her to the ends of the earth. You know what I mean? She has that presence about her.
I have laid my heart bare. And in return, I just want you to make a single promise. Promise me to never tell the people of Okhema about the worlds beyond the sky, no matter what may happen.
Is that why Phynon kept saying he kept interrupting us whenever anyone asked us a question about where we were from. Because remember when one of the guys was like, wait, why do you not know about this? And Finan's like, oh, let's move on, you know? I mean, but why is a good question, though.
Okhema is approaching its end. I do not wish to give my people false hope. Not when we've been badly scarred by it before.
So do you think that when she's saying don't give people false hope, it's like the idea that, like, if they knew there was a world beyond here, that means there's like a place that they could retreat to? There's a place that means there is the world beyond, like, what's happening with these titans?
Can you promise me that?
I mean, I have to for the sake of the Trailblazers. I'll promise her. 100%. I feel like, can I be completely honest with you? This is not my tragedy. This is not my hardship. This is not my prophecy. This is not my world yet. We barely even gotten here. I don't want to sit here and throw this back in these people's faces when we have invaded their world. So I'm going to say I promise.
Thank you. The agreement between us is now complete.
I'm going to, again, take a picture.
I apologize if this ritual upset you, but I hope you understand. I had no other choice.
It's incredibly magical.
As much as I am interested to hear your story, I'm afraid I've already taken up too much of your time. Mr. Dun Hong's worrying has created ripples in the water.
He's worrying about us? Oh my god.
Why don't the both of you tour our holy city?
Sure.
See how our people make ends meet in this difficult time.
That'd be good.
I will have your welcome gifts ready later today.
This is, can I say, like, her character has such a presence about her that I'm saying, for me personally, Calvin, also known as Ormer, my heart is beating faster. I'm taking deeper breaths. And I think that's how immersive this has been. It's really incredible. It's super, super incredible. You know what? Let's go talk to Dun Hong for a second here as well. Is he going to be down here? Is he still just standing down here? Do we just return to the lower floor? I do like that we're traveling with Dun Hong this time as well. I wish March was here too. But again, as I said, I trust Honkai Star Rail to do this like in a very story-driven way. There's not a lack of trust there whatsoever. I understand that the story will be incredible. I understand this 100%. But let's at least like end this by going up and talking to Dun Hong and seeing what's going to happen next. So we're probably going to be going on a tour, right? Of this place.
Ah, you're finally back. What did she say to you?
Again, he's trying to summarize your earlier conversation. But it's so interesting because Dun Hong, like, you know, she could sense that Dun Hong was worried. That's how powerful she is. She could sense his worry. Relay the information. Yeah.
Promise not to tell her people about our interstellar voyages. I didn't expect that to be her only concern. Though this is consistent with how Finan was acting when we were at the Abyss.
That is legit what I said too. It makes perfect sense.
Something is definitely off about this world. Even on a planet as isolated as Eurilo 6, the people still had an understanding of space and even paths and eons.
It's so isolated.
The sky above Amphoreus, though, is more like a prison. They clearly have advanced technology, so who could imagine that even discussing what's beyond the sky would be taboo?
I love that he approaches it from this perspective as well, where he's like, they actually have a lot of, they're not stupid, they're not dumb, they have amazing stuff here. But who would have thought that because of that, who would have thought that everything like this would be like off limits?
Do you remember the massive chaotic matter concealing Amphoreus from the rest of the universe? I can't help thinking that someone is intentionally keeping Amphoreus hidden. Their titans could also be related to some eon.
This is indeed a foggy situation. What should we do now? I can't stop thinking about your broken spear. So what Dun Hong's saying here is that the stuff that we saw that was concealing Amphoreus, someone's intentionally trying to hide it. And we, you know, if that is the people of Amphoreus, if they want to keep it hidden, who knows? We're going to find out more about that going forward as well. This is a foggy situation.
Let's explore the city, like Aglaea suggested. We helped defend the place, after all. This is a good chance to fish around for information while they still have a good impression of us.
I think it's fair. Yep. he's like before we like meddle too much, I guess.
We can also take some photos for our records.
You know what you're talking about, March. He's thinking of March all the time. take a few photos. This is one of the most beautiful locations ever. It's so gorgeous, and the fact we get to walk through a waterfall is also incredible. I like that, like, we have a very magical and mysterious thing happening here, but we also have Dan Heng to kind of question things, and what he's saying is, like, very, very true. There's something here. There's something weird about the... Oh, this is the... We can destroy these. But there's something weird about them wanting to keep this taboo. Now, I can totally get the idea of not wanting to give people false hope, but as Dan Heng said, this place is so advanced with technology and all this stuff as well, while being so isolated. There's something weird about this. Now, you could say that, like, just, like, because there was no, like, outside interference, they were able to, like, you know, do this in peace, but they've had war for a long time, too, which is hard to create stuff in war as well. It's one of the things that happens a lot, where, oh, can we freely travel now? It's one of the things that happens a lot where people go, like, why isn't this civilization more advanced? Why doesn't this civilization have this law the way we have this law? And generally what happens is, truthfully, is that a lot of the creations of, like, the world that we, like, enjoy that are like, oh, this is such, like, a convenient thing. What are you? Oh? Flying Amphora? Movement speed increases? That's fun. Generally, like, a lot of this stuff, oh my god, like, a lot of the... Look how imposing this is. You have to see this all the time. Generally, a lot of the stuff that we see as, like, luxuries were given to us. Even on the basic level of stuff that we're like, oh, this is, like, such a basic luxury, was made by... Look how fast we are. Oh my god. Was made by the fact that we had time and nobody, like, ruining our day, right? Like, they also talk about that as well, how, like, you know, even, like, the great philosophers of Greek culture had so much time on their hands. That doesn't justify how they got time on their hands, by the way. I want to make that clear. That doesn't justify that. But, like, that's generally what happens. So it's interesting that even during in times of war, they have such advanced technology, you know what I mean, as well, which I think is an interesting idea. But I think even Dan Heng was kind of, like, warning about that, too. It's like, how do they have all these taboos and kind of, like, restrictions when they have all this technology as well, you know? It's very interesting. Look how beautiful this place is! It's so cool. It's so, so cool. I'm really enamored by this. And that's when we have to do these puzzles again. It's so interesting the way they do it. And you hear that whispering as we do it too?
Mechanism deactivated.
You tell him, Firefly.
Well, that's fast. The citizens are already back in the city.
Yeah.
Why are they gathered there?
Yeah, they all, like, have... There's a lecture here. This... Oh my god, you're joking me. This is very, very, very... It's not just Greek culture. A storyteller standing on a box, teaching people things in the streets. This is literally what they would freaking do.
There seems to be a new show at the Bats today.
A new show? There's people praying over here. The music is very jolly now. They got things back in order very quickly. Let's check it out.
Excuse me. Do you need help?
Especially after everything that happened.
You are... What strange clothing and accent you have. Oh, are you the warriors that followed Lord Finon back from the frontier?
The frontier? Looks like Finon is helping Aglaea keep that secret too. Yeah. We do have an accent. Everyone has an accent if they even think so. The frontier?
Looks like Finon is helping Aglaea keep that secret too.
Yep.
There must be some kind of understanding among the Chrysosaurs.
That seems to be the way.
Yes, that's us.
Oh, thank goodness. I hear you're both exceptional warriors, as masterful as the Chrysosaurs. Could you help us restore this column here?
Yeah? Oh, the broken column over there?
Nothing has been going right these days. First, those minions of Nikador attack, and now this column collapses right outside our home. Can we really keep going?
Restore it? With just human effort, that's going to take a couple of days at least.
Do they have something else?
Not with human effort, of course, silly.
Oh, it's Treeby.
High Priest Treeby. Oh, Kephali on high, our prayers are heard. We won't need to trouble you any further, kind warriors.
So Treeby can do this natural... Oh, the time stuff, yeah. With the Time Titan.
Oh, he thought we could summon miracles.
Oh, I did feel some strange in me.
Huh? When we all arrived in Okhema? Come to think of it, we felt something a bit odd too.
So he thought we were like, we had some power as well, like the Chrysosayers?
Maybe you also have the ability to learn Ornyx's prayers too?
Do you remember when she did the thing we chanted it as well? It's like we knew the chant.
Is that rare?
Not at all. We have lots of priests here, but some are more gifted than others.
Okay.
Why don't you both try chanting? Treevee will see if you get it.
Hell yeah. No, honestly, it's a good. I think we might be. Cause remember during that cutscene, we can do what the time titan you can do. Yeah. So we can only do it for 3 seconds. So there's a time limit to it as well. We actually did that.
Whoa! You got
Holy
it on
hell.
the first try. You're a natural.
So Stell does have that power of some kind.
A miracle fresh from the oven. Go, bring word to the bard. Frontier heroes grace Okhema. Feats abound right here.
Well said, my friend. I love that we're just like getting into the culture as well.
I don't seem to be cut out for this.
Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You being here is already a miracle. You know what I mean? Having Don Hung on the planet with us is already a miracle.
That's okay. There are many others like you. It just means you're meant to be a warrior.
I love Treebee's she was meant to be a high priest, even though she's so adorable and she's a baby, right? She's a little baby. Like, she's been so diplomatic so far.
Ooh, you met Aggie, right? How did your chat go?
Aggie, again, even she has like a high view of her, right? An exciting view of her. I know all there is to know about you. We reached an agreement.
Alrighty, as long as things are going well. You know, we are pretty certain there's more to your sudden arrival to Okhema.
Mm-hmm.
And Treevee has never seen a priest achieve resonance with Ornyx on their first try.
So she's already calling us, well, not calling us a priest, she's saying she hasn't seen anyone who wanted to be a priest doing her first try, so there's something special about us that we're able to resonate with that so quickly.
But with this, you should be able to clear any obstacle when traveling around Amphoreus. Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Oh, right! We came by to check if you have teleslates with you. It'll be a lot easier to get around Okhema with them.
Teleslates.
Pull out your phone. Is this it?
Yeah! We knew it!
Whoa.
There are also Yanisopolis priests beyond the
What?
beyond Okhema. Like the city you're from.
So our phones are... They call them teleslates?
Let's see. This looks different, but it works more or less the same.
Okay.
Maybe a little resonance will do the trick.
She's like, I use iPhone, you use Android, but we can use the same app sometimes.
All set. Now we can contact one another with our teleslates. Only in Okhema, though. Messages won't send once you're outside Aggie's web of golden threads.
So once we're out... Okay, that makes sense.
That is surprising.
But it seems that, like, you know, if this place is cut off from the world, then it makes sense that we couldn't contact them if we're outside.
Did you think we were some backwater people who don't understand anything?
I think Don Hung has an understandable suspicion about this place because, again, it does have some, like, backward taboo thinking type things, you know, like where it's trying to cut itself off from the world. But it also is so forward thinking at the same time, too.
You can also use any currency you have on you. Talantan scales will determine the value of all
What?
items, so there's no need to worry about being penniless in the Holy City.
This is so advanced. This is so advanced.
We know, right? Our Titan's amazing.
To be able to transfer any currency available anywhere, even a currency they don't know about?
Okay, time to get back to work. Have fun exploring the city. We'll see you two later.
That's so advanced.
The list of inexplicable things only gets longer.
It's crazy.
Look, someone's on the roof.
Just chilling.
That should be a good vantage point to photograph the city. Let's find a way up.
He's always thinking of March's pictures. We will end the video here. And we're going to come back in the next one. Oh, there's even twins here. Which one's the evil one? Oh, perfect place to stand, right? Worship Firefly, I agree. Yeah, look at this. He's worshiping Firefly. I agree. I agree. Let's do this. I think get a little bit of, you know, rainbows in the frames isn't a bad idea. Maybe here. Yeah, 100%. So, I think what we're getting with this, so this was one of the most, like, amazing introductions to a world ever. I think that what they showcased here in terms of, like, giving a world that is so beautiful but has such a danger to it. But it's not only just the danger that they showed here in the battle that we had here as well. We got to see a lot about the history. And also, we got to meet a bunch of characters that have such an instant presence to them. There's a nervousness I get around Aglaea, right? For example, there is a just dangerous kind of like forceful energy around Mydei. There is a deathly chokehold of like a chill that I feel around Castorice. You know what I mean? There's these. The introduction of characters here is almost like as important as the world itself of how much of a presence they have. And I'm not saying that like this is like a new thing in Honkai Star Rail. Like when we met Aventurine for the first time, my first instinct was like, oh my, like we were able to ascertain who he was from a little bit of his conversation. And to me, that's just good writing. It's not that I have a great understanding. It's just the game is like really good at like making the characters interesting and having them have deep thoughts within themselves where you want to find out more about them, but you get an understanding of the character just from the way you talk to them, first of all. And we will have more stuff to reveal later on. Because, like, I don't think sitting here and saying, like, Mydei is dangerous and kind of scary and has a very forceful nature to him is a full understanding of his character, but it is, like, an outline of, like, what we know about him so far, in that sense. When we came here to Okhema, it was a beautiful area, but I actually think the way that they introduced it was amazing, because they introduced it as, like, oh, this place is one of the safest places. They had tribute be like, don't worry, you're going to be safe. And as soon as we came here, there was an attack happening from the Strife Titan. It shows that there is a danger happening here. It shows that the violence that can happen here. But it also was a great showcase of like how people have their faith in this world as well. There was people who were standing still saying we're not moving because we have faith in Kepler. I keep saying Kepler like the band. Whilst on the other side of things, it's the Chrysoseirs who are the ones who have to like defend these people as well, the same to do, all in their own way, right? They all have their own different methods. And I think it's also a really interesting way they showed off the Chrysoseirs as we enter this place. Really gorgeous area. Stunning location. You can see here how amazing this place looks. It's so incredible. It's probably one of my favorite, like, I think so far it's probably like one of my favorite, like, feelings to a world we've been to so far. Even when we first stepped in here, it was hard not to just take a look around, even though there's so much danger around us. But they did a good job of selling the war with the Strife Titan. They did a good job of selling the urgency. And I think if they have, coupled with the deal we made with Aglaea, the deal meant more in terms of them asking for help, because we got to see directly why they needed help. We got to see directly why she would be desperate. We saw the danger. We saw the destruction. We saw all the violence. It's terrifying. When I'm talking about the introduction, I think they're all Chrysoseirs. I could be wrong with Mydei and Castorice. The reason why they're so interesting to me is because they stood out so wildly as different characters, but at the same time, too, they all had like they're kind of like a direct thread between them. They all spoke about Aglaea in a very respectful and honorable manner, but they all interpreted her orders in like different ways in a way. Finon's very honorable. He's very like the white knight, the hero of the story. As I said, a clean Han Solo. He's like a mixture of Han Solo and Luke Skywalker. Whereas Mydei interpreted as like, if I destroy all these creatures, it doesn't matter if I destroy this place, it is going to protect the people. So I am technically protecting people if I destroy all these creatures. And in Castorice, being this kind of bringer of death, they called her like a mortician, like manipulated the world around us and showed off this really intense power. So they all were kind of protecting the people, but in their own ways. And I think it's a really great way of showcasing their characters. And as I said, the feeling I got of each character, Finon being this like true hero, this very heroic character, this main character energy, Mydei being the character that's very spiky, not even just prickly, spiky, but has a terrifying aspect, but also has this like, it's a violence that you can trust in a way, because I feel like he's not hiding anything. He's not, like, he might be hiding a deeper story, but I'm saying in terms of like, he's like, this is me, right? Do you want to fight? Do you want to spar? He likes to fight. And then with Castorice, again, as I said, there was like this unbelievably deathly presence to her that really terrified me. And in terms of design as well, like Finon has such a, I think they designed them so perfectly too. The way Castorice feels like a character that is like very magical and terrifying, especially with her outfit and her presence and the way she walks around the place. Whereas Mydei looks like he is just like this battle-worn character with his messy hair and like the violent nature he has, like you can see it in his face. They do a really good job with the designs here as well. And then of course the design of Aglaea is another really beautiful design too. And her design has like such a godly presence to it and such a leadership, like you know why people follow her. It's not shocking. It's not surprising to me that people are like, yeah, I want to follow Aglaea. It's not surprising to me at all. She's an incredibly beautiful and interesting character. And her voice and the way they present her, you understand why people like get entranced by her and follow her and have such a high opinion of her, because I feel like she could move mountains, or she could ask a mountain to move and it would move for her. And people might be like, well, Calvin, that's like you'd be one of those people that would fall for this or whatever. If it is one of those situations where like maybe there's something darker, we don't know. Again, it's one of those situations where like we don't know what, because like I didn't trust Genuine at first, and now I love him. So we never know what character's gonna be like. I don't know if like Castorice could, be something worse than we think. We don't know if Final could be something worse than we think. I don't know. But the presence I get off of Aglaea is in the moment when I'm talking to her. It's like, yeah, I see why people want to follow her. Then afterwards I go, man, she has like a bit of a hold on me. She's a bit of a hold on these characters. Like it's a really intense hold that she has on people, that you wonder where that comes from. You know what I mean? And that presence that she has there. We learned about the history of this place as well. And it seems that the history of this place is that, and before I check on the actual text as well, if I can understand it myself, we learned about the Titans who created this world. They all did different things where they create fate, love, happiness, all this stuff. And then there was 3 baddie Titans who came in and kind of like disrupted the place and created this kind of like battle and this war, this unfathomable power that like changed the Titans and changed the world into this world of darkness. And the only place that is kind of free from that darkness is Okhema, because they believe they're still followed. What was it? What was the name of the god? I keep getting the name wrong. The name of the god was the world-bearing Titan Keple is protecting them, right? And the idea of the Chrysoseirs is that they are meant to vanish the Titans, and it says here, reclaim their core flames. And it's like it was said like the miracle of Genesis, and that's here as well. And basically they are supposed to slay these Titans, and the world will start over anew. And I guess that's what it means by the miracle of Genesis. But she even says here, and that's what's happening. The Titans got unfathomable power. It changed them. The world was in darkness. They believe Keple is still watching over them. The Chrysoseirs are to protect Amphoreus. They will fight against the Titans. They're supposed to topple the Titans and bring a whole new world order into this place as well. Here as well, she asked us to join her, right? We didn't really need to take a screenshot of this, but I just wanted to do it just in case. But she didn't want us to tell anyone about We're From Beyond the Skies, because she didn't want anyone to know about it to give them false hope. And to me, like, I think Dan Heng is rightly suspicious of this, because it's such an interesting take that or perspective he's taking from, where he's going like, this place is so advanced with technology, and it's so amazing with the way that things are. They have similar technology to us as well. And whilst like you can walk into this dangerous thing where like you unfortunately might look down on them, which is, I don't want to do that whatsoever. Dan Heng's not doing that either. He's just like, they have all this technology, but they have so many taboos in place, and they're so cut off from the world that it's interesting to think how they got to this place. And it's also interesting to see such an advanced civilization have those taboos. But it seems that what Aglaea's perspective is that she doesn't want people to get false hope that there's like some savior from beyond the stars, but she also does need help, and she look for any help possible. And it seems like maybe the help that she's getting is from us. And on the base level, Stell can use the powers here. She can use the same powers pre-scan. She can use the Time Titan's powers. So I wonder if we can use more powers after this too. But that's where we're at now with Aglaea. She told us about the history of Amphoreus, the war with the Titans, the Chrysoseirs who are like, all have their own distinct powers, whether it be Aglaea's one. What was Aglaea's one? It's like, I forget the way she said it. Well, it wasn't perspective, was it? Or senses? Because what Aglaea could do, she can like sense things in a way that like no other person can. She could sense that we were good people from the warmth of the air surrounding us, even though she can't see in the way other people can as well. Whereas I think the other powers you might have, maybe like as Castorice deals with death, Mydei might deal with like something else as well. We're going to find out more about that as well. But the way that they introduce Aglaea, having her walk down in these golden threads, this heavenly picture of herself, I think they were trying to intentionally showcase like this character that feels like a god, that feels like someone that like is like an angel, a Galadriel type character like in Lord of the Rings. And I think it's such smart writing to showcase why people would support her so quickly. It's really incredible. It really is. I find her character stunning. I really do. Really, really stunning. You can see even the statue up here as well. It's a Titan that seems to have the golden ichor falling from their hands, and I wonder if that is like a symbol of the golden ichor falling down to the Chrysos heirs. But yeah, great way to present her. Great way to introduce Mydei. Great way to introduce Castorice. Really great introductions to characters in this. And I feel like now the biggest fear we have is like, how are we going to be placed within this War of the Titans? We made a deal, but how dangerous is this going to go? How are our characters going to be fixed upon us? What does this mean for the other Trailblazers? What does this mean for the world? What influence will the Strife Titan have upon this world as well? And how far will the violence go? Because this is supposed to be a very long quest, guys. And I haven't even nearly dented the dent. Like, I haven't... Like, if you talk about, like, not denting something, I'm assuming right now with the story, I haven't even, like, touched anything in this story. And that's how crazy is how much information we have already. About the Crisis heirs and the battle with the Titans and all this stuff. And I do think the way that they told the history is really, really interesting. I do think that the way that they, that she wanted to make a connection with us shows that she really means that she maybe wants us to be involved at the very least. But it's a beautiful location. Like, you can see here, absolutely gorgeous location. Like, it's stunning, and I can't wait to explore more of it. The outfits are so interesting. The characters so far are amazing. The music is so gorgeous. Whether it be the chanting heaviness of some aspects or like the beautiful, just like kind of like, as I said, it's almost like Spyro the Dragon music in the best compliment I can give ever, by the way. The locations, the presence of these statues, the story of the Titans, all of it has like a heavy pressure and a heavy feeling that comes down upon you, but at the same time too, it's so gorgeous. I'm nervous, but also excited. That's the way I would put it. And guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you so much for supporting this. As I said, basically, there will be 3 videos a week whenever there's an off week when it comes to Genshin. And an off week would be like, say, like a week where it doesn't mean like, say, like if there's only 1 Genshin video, we'll have 3 Honkai Star Rail videos. It means basically like, say, like if there's like 1 week where like there's not a lot to do in Genshin, then we will have, instead of just being like, okay, what will I do in Genshin this week for sure? We'll have 1 Genshin video and maybe 3 Honkai Star Rail videos.
Will you be joining us? Then it's settled.
But if it comes down to it, how it'll work is like, I'm just letting you know that right now, if there's 1 week where, say, the Lantern Rite comes out, that's what we're doing that week as well. It's going to take up that slot because it is the Genshin slot, and you can see it as kind of like Honkai Star Rail, like, you know, borrowing it for weeks at a time. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for supporting the series. You can check out the Patreon and the YouTube membership down below. It would really help me out quite a bit, and I thank you so much. Check it out. Even like at the lowest tiers of $1, it helps immensely. It really does. Tyfire 2, Jamie Bull, Janet the Banana, the Ghosty Nizuma, Felicious Felix, Yuld, Radish, Anusta, Yassassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Leon, High Kasperian, Jared Beanham, Neo Sharite, and at the highest tier of my YouTube, Lord number 7, Blasco, Lucinagi. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye-bye.